And welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. Well, I don't know. It's my first, it's the first time being in the garage with the cone. Because
Is
the first,
it?
yes.
This year at the cone?
Yes.
The newly refurbished cone.
Yes.
Got a bit of velvet.
Yeah.
It's actually broken the first.
Well, let's see.
Because everyone tried to squeeze into the fucking thing and they broke
Exactly
it.
right.
As they normally do.
Let's see if it works. Or who?
Oh, no. I'll do my bit in a minute.
Sometimes it's like an arm wrestle between you two who's hosting.
No, I know,
No,
because then he
no.
goes and says his name.
Yeah.
It's like, you just got to wait. Wait for it. You're either going to do it or you're not, Foss. All right, joining us for the first time in Suss's garage. Well, we all take him off just about every single week, and we give him some flack for putting his name in the best. But when you've done as much as this bloke has, it's hard not to. He's a great mate of the show, and we are very excited to have him in Suss's garage. It's Kev Lylak, the senior coach of the
Kev.
Hastings Football Netball Club.
Kev.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the garage, mate.
No, it's good to be here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's legit garage
it's a
too.
garage,
It's
isn't
a
it?
thing. Fishing rods and bloody heaters.
There's a car,
Even though the heater barely
the
works.
Cortina behind
But-
the Tirana.
There's his qualification thing.
I'm surprised you got that much room in here. Mine's just clogged up.
Yeah,
with
the
everything.
crap. Eh.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's
near you.
pulled the Cortina out to have to get to the Commodore,
Yeah,
to get to the Tirana, to
Well,
get to the...
everyone thinks we're in a studio, Kev, but at the end of the day, every time I come in here, there's an upgrade. And
Yeah.
the Tally's the newest one. This is
I
like
that. Yeah,
this
good,
is brilliant. And if you had been here earlier, we had a meal too, so things are getting on the up.
Absolutely.
They're on the up.
Sits on a bit of
And-
90 by 45 treated pine. It's bowing in the middle, so don't walk under it, Kev, for Christ's sake. You'd be out for a month.
Can't have that.
That
No,
is a magnificent
there's no way.
piece of...
No OHS.
There's no OHS in here. Just
My school, if my school looked like that, mate, I wouldn't be here.
exposed cables.
Anyway.
Yeah.
YouTube.
It looks like it.
That's what it came up. Yep. It's called Skyhook.
Skyhook.
Yep.
The Skyhook. Haven't you got like a
Jesus.
sky
Like a
crane
fantastic-
camera? It's down there in the garage somewhere. It's in the boot of the
Brilliant, it is
Cortina.
brilliant.
But more importantly, Kev, we do have the it's the
Slot
slot carve winner for 2010 trophy.
I do like that.
World champion.
World
wow.
champion slot cars is our
Magnificent
Peter
it is.
Susevich. Well, I suppose let's get into it. Let's
time.
lower that
Well
cone of silence just straight over it. You can't hear us.
Can't hear us. Well, you and I could say whatever we wanted because they can't
Can
hear
you
us.
hear us?
Kev, can you hear us? No, it's good.
Okay,
Dog.
we're on.
There we
Beautiful.
go. Beautiful.
Good to go.
Take it away, boys.
The cone is back, mate.
If you can hear us.
Kev Lylak, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Straight from the physio.
Yeah, straight.
And as you walked in the door, we said, how's the body feeling? And you said, I tried to run through someone. I missed them and the shoulder just hurts a little bit. Is
Nah.
everything okay with you?
No, all good, all good. And I got him. He got me.
Did he?
He got me to the ground. Got the free kick though, and I felt something go. It was a bit sore, and the umpire's like, "You're right, check the kick," and I'm like, "Bloody earth, I am."
So you got a free kick out of that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, nice. YCW, mate. Let's just go back to the YC years, and we'll talk. We said a couple of things off air about how you're enjoying your time at Hastings and that sort of stuff. We don't have to repeat all that, but the YC years, what a time it was. Six flags for you.
Seven.
Seven. It
I
said
actually-
6 on the...
I actually saw that you had six. I knew you were going to say it, and I just wanted to correct you.
Yeah, no, good on you. So we missed a
6,
flag. Good
7.
on you, Adam. You fucking
No.
looked it up. 6, 7, yeah.
Me and Adam did
6,
it.
7.
We just knew. We just trying to cook the books, that's all.
Out of all those flags, which was there one that stood out that was the one maybe you shouldn't have won or just won or the most enjoyable one?
Oh, yeah, I reckon 2012 against Mount Eliza. They went and
Sore boys.
Good one. Yeah,
Too
that's a good one, Kev. Right, thanks for getting me, Kev. That's fantastic.
Up goes the cone.
Best of going on, bug it out.
Nah, 2012 was pretty unreal. Like I reckon they had the best team on paper.
Yeah, okay.
They had Sam Lloyd, Scott Simpson, and a few other guys like VFL, Timothy type setup, and yeah, they ended up smacking us by probably 10 goals in the first semi. And then I remember like playing that game, and it's probably one of the toughest games I've ever played. And just in the last quarter, we're like 10 points down, and the clock just keeps going, and it's 15, and it's 20, and it's 25, and you're thinking when it's not going to win it. I remember like cramping and still like the desire from the whole team to win it. Like everyone was just absolutely rooted after it. But that was pretty good. That was a nice one.
Who was coaching then?
That was Bugsy.
Okay.
Bugs Barry. So
Wow.
Yes.
Hello to Bugs as well.
Yeah.
Fed me well at full forward. Just
He fed you well,
He
right?
fed you overly well.
He hasn't stopped feeding you.
Well, just didn't he? Kev? He just probably should have stopped.
Trip
I mean, it was a
over
good
and
thing going
I
on.
used to be 70 kilos until Bugs started. 109 goals
In
he gave me.
1973.
109.
So the culture that was built we were talking about YC before you walked in and how you walk in their rooms and how well they're run, and it's a professional organisation, still is to this day with Lou there as president. It just smacks of success when you walk in those rooms, doesn't it? And so what have you taken your second year at Hastings? What have you taken out of that is now rubbing off down at Hastings? Because it's ever improving down there now.
Yeah, I think it's more so like the stuff off the field. It's all about culture. Like at the moment, we're not winning like as many games as any of us would like. But it's that stuff that's off field that you don't see at training. We talk about our inside image, our outside image, and our behaviours. What, like any club, what their team image is very different to the outside image. And when you've got your team image and your outside image and your behaviours all linked up, that's when you're going to be successful.
Yeah.
So just trying to change in the behaviours that we have on the inside, so that people start seeing that on the outside. But just simple stuff, being all being on the same page. I always say like good people first, good footy players second. So it's just about trying to get the right people in who are going to build the club from within and stay there for a long time. While they're and hopefully be successful in the future.
And you mentioned before too when we were off air about the last couple of years at Hastings have been super as enjoyable as your time at YC. Because there's a number of young guys coming through that you really rate and you're watching their development closely.
Yeah, certainly. There's a shout out to the Rat Pack down at Hastings.
The Rat Pack.
They know who they are.
Rat Pack. Who's in the Rat Pack, mate?
Kate Foster, Thomas Ulo, Louis Conard, young Tizard just come from Thai, but they've inducted him into the Rat Pack.
Right. What do you got to do to get in the Rat Pack?
Just
be a rat.
Just be 19, pretty much.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Enjoy having a beer and enjoy your footy, but they're buying. They've had big offers from other clubs, and like Kate Foster, he was the first one to sign on last year, and they're just keen to stick together to be at the club because it's a fun place to be. And that reminds me of when I was 21. Like, we were being successful when it's fun, but at the end of the day, I'd play for free, to be honest, just to be around there because I had such a good time. They had such a good time being with each other. That it's like it gives me energy. I love coming to training, like to let you know the amount of time and effort you put around outside the club is massive compared to the time actually at the club. And while I'm at the club, I don't think of anything else but footy, and it's not. It's just fun. And they're a huge part of that.
So we all know your credentials as a player; they speak for themselves. What attracted you to go to Hastings? What attracted you for that coaching role?
They asked me.
Apart from that,
well, we tried to interject a little bit there too.
There would have been a few clubs after.
We certainly asked the question before he went and signed there, and it was actually an interesting chat that we had with me, you, and Josh that time. And credit to you because you had a tough decision to make. I'm sure we weren't the only football club trying to coach you into staying in Division 1, but it was. I'm sure that you sat down with your family and made a pretty solid decision around it. But I'd love to hear too what was the biggest sort of thing that pushed you.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I met with Clarkey, Dan, Luke Hewitt, and Terry Green, and at that point I didn't even know that I wanted to coach. But I thought to myself, that's something I want to do in the near future or the future. So I said, let's just prepare like I want to do it. Like I don't even have the job yet, so let's just do it like I'm going to get it, and we'll go from there. And back together a presentation, and I thought it was going to be over in about half an hour. Went for about 2.5 hours.
It's a good time.
With my philosophy on football and coaching and everything else. And even they sort of said, yep, like we're pretty interested to keep going with this conversation further. And I said to him, like, I'm actually not even sure if I'm ready.
You might be, but I'm not.
And they said they knew it wasn't going to be like a one meeting, thing to get me across. And even we organised to meet a week later, and even after that, I was on my way to the day of the meeting. I'm like, I actually don't know what to do. I asked my wife; she didn't know, but I met with some clubs in the West Skippy League as well, and I ended up asking my daughter Chevy, and I was like, "What do you think I should do?" And she just goes,
"How old is she?"
She's 9. She turned 9 last Tuesday.
Right.
So she just said, "Oh, I want for you to be at the place where we see you the most," and that sort of ruled out like the West Skippy, because with her weekend sport and everything.
What a great answer.
Yeah. So I was like, "Yeah, let's just give it a go." And I'm like, worst case scenario, I do a bad job and I get the arse, so I don't enjoy it and I quit after it. But probably one of the best decisions I've made in terms of footy. Like, I'm really happy with the change. I knew it was going to be a long term project.
Yeah. And that would have been discussed in the early stages.
Yeah. And I think that's something growing up in and like being a part of YC, like, they were already there. They were already successful when I was there, and I think I definitely had my part to play in the continued success.
Yeah, no doubt.
I always wanted to go. Like, it'd be good to start from a club from scratch up and say, "Hey, this is what I've helped created," and turned around
legacy
rather than
piece, Kev.
So then going to a club where they're almost there and taking them the next step. And I say that like it's pretty easy. But no, I definitely wanted to bring something from the ground up, and me, like, I'm still got years and years of learning of coaching in no ways. I think I'm an expert coach at the moment. So I felt like it was a good fit where I could learn with the players and develop with the players as they come up.
Yeah, you're a bit of a natural. When I was coaching at Devon, you guys come across and did some work with us, and you pretty much took training for me. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Bloody brilliant, actually.
Did he have a pen?
It was really good.
We write shit down. Write the drills down.
You're a secondary teacher.
Yes.
Now, there's a real theme with this teaching thing, and I say this week in, week out. There's a number of coaches now, or assistant coaches, and they're all teachers. But you're at Cranny West College.
Yes.
Secondary college. Would be a little bit of a challenge in itself, just the demographic out that way? Or?
Yeah, definitely. It's a very well-run school. The principal's great there. So I'm head of year 7. So we're in charge of probably 360 kids. You have your tough days, you have your easy days. Yeah. There's no bad kids, just bad days. Like, sometimes there's challenging behaviour and sometimes it's easier. So it's good. I really enjoy it.
But do you find that with Macca, do you find that the teaching background, you more naturally become probably a better mentor coach?
Yeah.
There's an element of that.
It's funny. In my meeting with Hastings, that's what I said teaching's coaching and coaching is teaching. It's pretty much same end.
The Rat Pack, Kev, probably have the same mentality as your year 7 students.
Yeah. I've given them a few detentions before training. But all my training are like lesson plans. They've all got purpose. Or like, I do it sort of in units of going, okay, what are we struggling with? Rather than just doing one session, I try and let's do 3 or 4 weeks on the one thing, try and improve and reassess after 6 weeks of what we need to work on.
Okay.
And that's probably where last year we got our biggest improvement. I wanted to be like a good defensive team, and we've focused a lot on defense, but we found that we were just turning the ball over too much. And so we did about 6 weeks on possessing the footy and just ball movement. And
how do you do that, mate? Is that by vision? Is that by watching vision, or is that by whiteboard work, or is that a bit of both? Or?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Like, I've got some poorly made slides with diagrams. Yeah. Vision is probably the best way, so I can see examples. And then sort of week by week, I'm probably scratching to find, all right, this is how we're trying to play, and try and find examples of it. And then over the next few weeks, you just find, this is exactly how we want to play. And it's fun. I tell the boys, you might only find like 2 or 3 clips through a whole game where you're like, this is exactly how we want to play the game. But slowly over time, they're improved. And when we finally went back to defense, we're moving the ball well, let's go back to our defense. That's when we got a few wins over Devon, over Seaford, and teams like that. So,
so it's a matter of building the pieces and bringing them all together.
Yeah, exactly.
And on a perfect day, they all come together.
Yeah.
We don't have many perfect days, though, do we? So it's you've got to be good enough at the good ones and hope you get away with the bad one sometimes. But it's a great that module thing. I love that sort of stuff. It's great.
Yeah, but it's like they're just young kids. Like a lot of it is footy IQ stuff. Like our game plan isn't like set in stone. It's all right. Like I want my players to be problem solvers. Every play is a problem. How they're going to solve it. So it's just having like principles to play by, rather than actual like set plays or anything. Because you try and coach, and you probably know, like you try and coach like, hey, we need to go inboard. So all players do is they look inboard, and then if it's not on, they don't know what to do, and then they resort to long down the line or something like that, where it's like, well, no, like it's like spelling. There's rules and there's exceptions, and probably exceptions in most plays. But it's just about getting players to think about what's ahead of them and make good decisions. And
so there's coaches in AFL at the moment that can't seem to grasp that, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's fucking lots. So you're playing, right? Yep. So how does it look off the ground? How does your coaching box work, and how do you communicate with them at quarter time, half time, three? They just come and say, "Okay, we think we see this," and you're saying, "Yeah, I see the same," or how does it all? The machinations, because it's tricky when you're out there playing.
Yeah, it sort of developed over time. When I took over the job, I was like, I need a bench coach. I need someone running game day because I can't. And you would have been the same with when you're playing, you're either playing or you're coaching. You can't do both. If you're coaching, you're taking away from playing, and if you're playing, you're not coaching. So I said we needed a bench coach. We couldn't get one. So Terry Green, who is helping out, he coached in the 19s a few years ago. Massive Hastings man's. He jumped on board as game day, but then things with his, like I think with his business, had to focus a bit more on his business, so couldn't come to training. So it was a little bit of disconnect, just from unfortunate circumstances. And then we got Jared Livingston from Langy. So he was a 19s coach, and he parted ways from Langy, and we got a hold of him. And at first I was a bit, if Langy, they're a pretty good club, if they're letting someone go, I'd like to know why. And then I sat down and met with him, and our philosophies aligned, almost completely. So since when he jumped on board, there's probably another correlation that when we turned the season around and started being more competitive, he became a bench coach. And this year it's we got Craig Millwood. He was been assistant at Dramana YC.
He was at Frankston as well.
Frankston VFL, and then he coached a couple of years, won a flag in the FAFA for Paran. Both his sons play for us. So it was a practice game, and Livo, he had a 30th, and he's sort of like, "No, I'm not going to go." And I was like, "Mate, there's more to life than that. Let's go." And then got the night before, and it's like, maybe we probably needed someone. Maybe we do need someone on the bench. And then I asked Craig if he was coming down to just to stand on the bench and have a think about what he saw. And his footy, his footy IQ is fantastic. So just his perspective on the game was, and his insights was very helpful. So I asked him to jump on board, and he was happy to jump on board. So we got him and Livo running the bench, and I just play and sort of let them make decisions, and that they'll send a runner out to me here and there, and I'll signal to the runner if I want something to change, and we'll just touch base at quarter time.
So they talk to you when you address the boys?
I address the boys.
Okay,
right. I feel like I've got it's pretty similar from what I was saying, what they say. They might have some things I don't think about or don't see. But generally, because I'm playing, I get a good feel of what's happening with the game. And actually, I coached my first game from the bench against Coringal. And I was so nervous because I'd never coached a game from the bench. And I was actually
changing games, eh?
Not. Well, they beat us last year, so I was I wasn't happy with that.
Sorry.
So I was unsure. Like I was probably more nervous addressing the boys when I wasn't playing because I didn't have that feel out in the ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get a general gist of what's happening when I'm out there.
I'll take my hat off to you because I've been a playing coach myself, but the difference is it was 20 years ago. So 20 years ago, you pretty much did everything yourself, but game plans and a lot of the structures and that you talk about your planning and what you do with planning, being a teacher and all sort of stuff. There's a lot that goes into it, but it's a lot different, the landscape now. But one thing I find that Josh has found really tricky from the transition is from being a playing coach to a non-playing coach is the high expectations on how he performed compared to how the kids are performing. Sometimes I say to him sometimes, we're expecting miracles off these kids, mate. You're a super player, right? They're not at your standard yet. So he finds it sometimes hard to sort of say, why aren't they doing this or why aren't they doing that when he could actually execute that?
Yeah.
So did you feel that way, Lou? Because you're still playing. Was there a little bit of frustration at the time from what you were seeing to go, shit, they should be doing better than that or because you would be able to do that?
I felt like the other way. It's hard holding people to account when there's just some things that I just can't do anymore because I'm a bit older. Like I'm trying to cover the ground, but I don't cover the ground as well as I used to, and things like that. So it's hard to I know if I haven't done something, I'm like, how can I give this guy feedback that I need him to do that when I know I
can't
don't
do it myself.
I can't. I don't always do it myself. So yeah, I find that challenging sometimes. But sometimes I just got to go, well, do you know what? When you're a bit older, you sort of get away with a bit more than
Mention the coach.
Yeah.
Interesting point I wanted to make too is that I was just going through before on my phone to
Obviously
work
the
out.
cone's up, is it?
Oh, yeah, I was
The
just
cone-
thinking.
Oh, sorry,
that.
mate.
Cone's up.
Am I jumping in too early?
No.
I'm jumping too early.
No, the cone's up. Don't worry.
We were lip reading before that.
Yeah, we can see you. But
I just wanted to know I was looking at your comp. Now that Grant's done, are you the only playing coach?
I
feel like you are.
I think so.
Yeah. Does that come with a bit of extra attention? Is there any side who puts a bit extra work in you?
No, not really. No. Well,
because you look at Division 1 and we've got Hallahan and Murphy still playing.
Yeah.
And I know sides put extra into them because they're obviously leading the side. You haven't found that?
No, not really. I thought I'd play as defense. I've been playing in the mid and a little bit up forward where I came in the side thinking I'd play down back. But we just had a bit of physicality at a contest.
The inside.
Yeah. But no, I sort of play I just try and go to the best contest. I feel like my strength is at the contest and at stoppages. So I just try and go to their best contested player. And then I'm rarely the hit to be honest. If the ball goes to my player, I go and try and win it. And I let the young boys have all the glory and sort of go to that. And I'm just happy to play my role in the team. And that's what I try and tell my players is if everyone plays a role, you probably win more games than you don't. Exactly. So no, I wouldn't have thought so. I don't think I'm a very I've got around the contest. I don't think I'm a very damaging. I don't think I've ever really torn games apart, shut down people down and back. And I think around a contest I would be, but I think teams would be silly if they sent someone to me.
Well, I was thinking the same. Wouldn't that put the fire in their belly? Don't fucking touch me, coach.
Yeah.
You know, I think that'd almost be worse, wouldn't it? Like putting the fire in their belly.
Kev, what has surprised you? You mentioned before we came on that you really loved the job.
Yeah.
Do you love it more than what you thought you were going to love it? Do you really it seems you'll be really up and about.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about Division 2 to be honest. I thought you play Division 1 and play at YC and you think Division 2 it's not it's not as it's not going to be as good. I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy my footy. I knew I'd enjoy the actual coaching, but I was quite surprised with the whole division.
Okay.
I think
there's some talent, isn't there?
Yeah, there's heaps of talent. Yeah. Probably the biggest the biggest difference is probably your bottom 6 players. I felt like everyone in Div 1 in top sides, everyone's strong. Even the small guys, everyone's hitting the gym. Even my size. And if they're not big, they're pretty strong. They're pretty quick. Yeah. Where I find Division 2, there's probably more smaller frame sort of guys around. Probably not as fit. Probably not as defensive, running defensively compared to Division 1. But yeah, I've and probably been a bit older and a bit slower. That's probably why I enjoy it as well. But but I've been quite surprised. Yeah. I'm I don't really. While you're playing, I don't really see or feel a difference. But then I remember going back and watching YC versus Pines last year for their night game, and I looked how quick the footy moved, I'm like, oh, I don't think we'd ever play this. Like it was way too quick.
Yeah.
So it's probably just a bit slower in terms of decision making and things like that as well. But no, the standard's pretty good. Like, I've been pretty impressed. And the top guys in Division 2 will be the top guys in Division 1. There's probably just more guys in.
It's more of them.
And you're like your bottom. I feel like your bottom 6 in, or your bottom 8 in Division 2 can come and do a roll on guys in like your top 5 or 6 players, and sort of nullify them. Where the top guys in Division 2, if you're putting your bottom 6 on them, they're getting away pretty easily. I think so. But yeah, that's about it.
No, fantastic. We're going to roll into Division 2 and some of the games that have been played and some are going to be played. If you can stay with us, mate, just add some commentary to that. That'd be brilliant. Thanks for coming in. Kev Lylak, you're a bloody champion, mate, in more ways than one.